Can you see me and can you hear me? Look at what I've got. Can't get used to this. Still not used to that. Look at the camera. So, because I'm looking at the camera, apparently I'm looking at you. So, anybody here yet? Hello, Joanne. Elizabeth Cunningham, hi. I've got 3 devices here. Oh, there's my first wee love heart. Get up. Oh, I do like that now that I know what it means. I thought I was doing something wrong the other night with that. I didn't know what it was. I'm an absolute virgin at this, as you know. Hi, Karen. Hi, Caroline. Angela Gibson. Corinne. Hi, babes. Siobhan Rowan. Hi. So I like to see that. Now that I know what it is, I like to see it. I like to see the love. Because as I kept saying the other night, I am suffering severe, look at the camera, severe empty nest. There's only me and the 2 cats now, and they're not even my cats. So show me the love. A lot there, they're going up. Like, I do love it. I don't know what the wee straws or wee stick. There's an angry face going up. It keeps doing that. Fuck it off. Here we are, an angry face. Okay, I all organised tonight. Can you all hear me? Can somebody give me a wee thumbs up and say you can hear me okay? Can you hear me? No, only just joking. Can you hear me? Somebody say yes or no. Hello? Anybody out there? 56 people so far. Gone is somebody say if they can hear me or not. Okay, I'm just going to keep talking if you, even if you can't. I am so organised tonight, guys. You would be proud. I've got a laptop here. I've got a laptop here, and I've got a device here, and I've got about 1,000 of these. I've even got one that says, wait a minute, I can't get used to this. Wait a minute. I do not have a cold sore. It looked the other night as if I had a cold sore, and it looks again as if I've got a cold sore, but look. Look. No cold sore. Hi, Joe-Ann. Mary-Ann, hi. Mary Dennington, hello. Karen saying you've been waiting since Wednesday. I was here on Wednesday. Hi, Caroline McDougall. Hello, Mrs. to you too. Elizabeth Cummingham, even. Can nearly talk. Alicia Egan, hi. Gillian, hi. I've got so much to tell you. I've been scribbling. Look, I've got reams and reams and reams of vibes that I've been getting for the last couple of hours. Let me put you down a wee bit. I just pressed something that I really shouldn't press. So you've all met me on here. So it's a different place tonight. You're on my like group, my like page. But all your comments and photographs and questions, etc., are on my group page. They're both called My Psychic Eyes blog. But one's a group and one is a like page. Hi Wilma, Alison, Linda Mae West, Caroline Heap, Sam Jackson, hi. So I am sorry for the confusion, but it wouldn't be me if it was straightforward, would it, guys? You know me well enough. So that's what I'm going to do. I am going to work between these 3 devices and damn well make sure I get these questions answered. I'll pick a few cards for a few of you. Hi Cheryl, hi Kim Laurie. Hello Alma. Hello Ruby, Wendy, Siobhan Kim Black, hi. Look at camera, just need to keep that there so that I keep thinking you're going to, can you see that? No, you can't see that, but it just means that I can't. Okay, so I've got lots to start off with. I'm going to start off with the vibes that I was getting just in the last 10 minutes or so. First of all, somebody that's probably on now. Hi Crystal, hi Francesca, hi Sam, hi Carol, Maida McCabe, hello. We're up to 100, some 99, somebody's left us. Oh no. yeah, so in the last 10 minutes or so, I have started to take this horrible taste in my mouth. So somebody watching has had a horrible, bitter taste in their mouth all day. Maybe you could let me know who that is. I also, when I got up there to put on my new blouse, what I bought for you, do you like my new blouse? Like it? I got up to put it on just about 5 minutes ago, and I saw a broken. Do you remember these identity bracelets that us oldies had in the? Hi, Irene, Claire, Diane, loud and clear. Thank you, darling. Claire Michael, you can hear me. It's just Claire Michael, isn't it? Just that you've put a funny wee double Y there to confuse me. Yeah, everybody's saying they can hear me good. Ellen, a story. Hiya. Elaine Quinn, hello. Wendy Carson, Andrea Graham, hi. Donna Frail. So I got up to put my new top on for you guys, and it was a broken identity bracelet on the ground. Do you remember those things that we had in the 80s? Identity bracelets. Remember they had a wee sort of flat bit, and we could go and get it engraved and all this kind of thing. Well, there was one. It wasn't actually there, by the way. It wasn't as if it was sitting on the floor. It wasn't. But I saw it in my. Some people say my third eye, but I'm a wee bit loath to call it that because it makes me sound a bit of a knitter. But anyway, with my psychic eye, I saw this line. So, who has a broken identity bracelet? It's quite an unusual thing, an identity bracelet in this day and age. Please don't message me, guys, just now because you're blocking my the messages are flashing up. You know, a private message. I mean, you're blocking my view from trying to see your questions and your photographs. So please don't message me just now. Message me afterwards by all means. Hi Billy. Hi Alison, Marshall, Carol, and Anne McDonald. Hello, Mike, Keddy. And I don't have a cold sore. Hi. Hi, Anne McDonald. Hi, yeah, again. Hi, Anne Down, Alison Marshall, and Veronica McNeil, and Jill Brown. Hello, hello. Remember, guys, I mean, do keep messaging on this like page. I think some people call it their web page. So do keep messaging on there, but please comment on my blog, on my group page with your photograph. There's loads of you have done it, so that's great. With your photograph, clear photograph where I can see your eyes, your question. Keep it specific. Keep it specific so that I can answer specifically. And hello from Canada, June Dennis Valley, Sharon Owen, Kathy Mulholland, Donna Allison, hiya. John Jennifer has joined, hi. Anne Megan, hello. I have got your message and I will reply. Lorraine Ewart, Michelle Bain, hi there. So please, on the actual group page where it's got my black and white photograph, whereas the light page has got the lovely blue poem at the top. But on the group page, that's where I want you to do your photograph with your eyes clearly. I want to see your question as specific as possible, and your date of birth, and tell me where you are in the world, just because I'm really, really, really nosy. Hello, Linda May West, Irene Norwood, hi Irene, Wendy Carson, Heidi, hello, long time no hear, Michelle Bain, hello, Kirsty McGowan, Kath, I love that, Kath McDonald, hello darling, Diane, I need to get better glasses, Stonebolly, hi, Victoria Smith, lots of love hearts there, thank you guys. So could anybody I must keep my voice down a bit tonight. I think I was very loud the other night. And my bedroom window, as you know, is turned inside out. And Dolly came in with a dead mouse last night, even though it's turned inside out. And I can't reach it, you see, I'm too much of a short arse to be able to reach it. So I need to wait on Olivia coming next time and get her to turn my window so I can close it. I think that's why I was so cold the other night, because I can't get up there. And if I go up there with my arthritis, then God knows what will happen. So I'm going to keep my voice down so that there's no neighbours or paparazzi, paparazzi outside. Alrighty. So I think that's all I've got to say. Remember to like and share and do all these things that are nice. Because as you know, I worked for the Sun for 16 years, and I had such a lovely, loyal following. And I don't think, hi Jennifer Patterson and Danielle McGill, Elaine Quinn, of course I remember you. Marie Williams, hello. Jane Ann Armstrong. And they were lovely, they really were. I mean, at the time I lost mum, people were sending me mass cards and you know, just lovely people. Hello, Catherine Price and Debbie Gardner and Tracy McGinley. So I would really like, it's not an ego thing. I am a Leo, so I suppose I do have a bit of an ego, but it's not just an ego thing. It's not just that I want to have as many members as or followers as Sally Morgan, but because I quite like, I think I was saying this to Gramps today actually, that although I don't know you all, I think I would probably, if somebody put down a whole load of hundreds of names, I would know if you guys were on my group. So I quite like that intimate part of it. And there's Catherine Burns saying that she's been following since the good old days in the paper, and now I'm here. I am. That's the main reason I would like you to share and let people know where I am, because these people were really good to me, and they maybe don't know where I am. They maybe don't know that I'm doing this, and I would love them to, because they deserve more of me. More of a punishment, I think, than anything. But I would. Hi, Katie Johnson and Janine McDonald and Laurie McCallum. So please share, tell all your friends about it, and let's keep those wee love hearts going, because I like that. That was funny the other night. I thought I'd pressed something, and Megan loves Christy Hennessy too. I love Christy Hennessy, and I really want to go to Tralee. If there's anybody watching from Tralee, invite me over and I'll do you a free reading, and I can stay at your house and go and see his beautiful statue of my lovely Irish singer, Christy Hennessy. Nicole Kovac, hi. Billy Skinner, Adele Hopkins, looking lovely, good. Oh, thank you, darling. I noticed the other day I got a big old moon face on here. It's actually not as moony looking in real life as it is on here. So the camera definitely does add £10, and it's adding a £10 to each cheek. And there's all the wee love skin up, guys. You're just the best. So where was I at? Yeah, can't remember where I was at. I've lost my thread. I'm too terrible at going off on a wee tangent. So yeah, so there was the thing with the identity bracelet. Remember we used to wear them, we wore them in the 80s. So if you know, if that's you, then let me know. Siobhan McBurney, hello. Gail Lindsay, hi Gail. And also the horrible taste in the mouth. Have I mentioned that to you already? Somebody's had a horrible, bitter taste in their mouth all day. Let me know who you are. Let me know if you have broken your identity bracelet, and are they back in fashion? Is that what's going on here? I also feel like there was someone in the past 48 hours looking at wedding dresses, just in either today, probably today, possibly yesterday, but let me know. And somebody who is on day 1 or day 2 of no smoking, let me know who you are, because there's obviously messages for you. And picked up on somebody who is naming or has just named their baby Ava. I wonder if that's for you, Katrina, who I met last month, I think it was, and she's all pleased. Hi, Heather Campbell. How are you, my wee friend from Barhead? And my wee friend from school, actually, never mind just from Barhead, from school. And Carol Pickles, hello. Janice McIntyre Hamilton, Ruby Walker, Deborah Donnelly Quinn. Happy days. Hi, guys. So she says a very definitely stated that the baby was a girl. So I wonder if that's where wee Ava comes in. I'm not sure. So there's identity bracelet, horrible taste in the mouth, some of them in the past 48 hours, like the wedding dresses, day 1 or 2 of non-smoking, and baby named Ava. I've also got a list of people that I want to, because I've been looking at your messages all day, and I've been looking at the ones that you sent last Wednesday and last Thursday, even when we did the Hello Deborah Dawn, Janice McIntyre, I mentioned you, and Linda May West and Teresa Will. Hello. So I really have been working hard behind the scenes, I promise you. And there's quite a few people that I want to do healing for tonight, absent healing. I'll arrange to get your photographs up on my screen somehow and do that. And I'm going to read out the names of those that I feel really need it. I'll go into this in more detail offline behind the scenes and do this again when I come back on. I think probably on Wednesday when I come back on. So the people that I want to do healing for tonight, I'm going to do it from midnight to 1. So if the following people are awake from midnight to 1 tonight, put your telly off, put your devices down, try and go to sleep because you're at your most relaxed when you're asleep, and that's where I can get into your head when you're at your most relaxed. So try not to talk to anybody, try to just keep calm and relaxed, and even think about me. That might not be a very pleasant thought, but think about me. And if you're not sleeping between midnight and 1, I want to do healing for Sharon Gray, Teresa Will, Shirley Ann Ross, who is my new friend who I've just met and she's adorable, for Lisa White, who's just lost her lovely mum, for Marianne McDonald, who's an old friend, Leanne McLeod's son, who I think has broken bones at the minute, and for my gorgeous Kath Anderson. So I'll read those out again in a bit, but at the moment that's who I'm wanting to do. Okie doke. I'll keep that there to remind me to keep looking at the camera. Look at the camera, look into my eyes. Look, not around my eyes, look into my eyes. That was great. Where did that come from again? Oh, it was Little Britain, wasn't it? The Magician in Little Britain. Right, let's get a wee look and see what we can get answered here. Okay. So Teresa, this is so interesting. Oh, this is so interesting. For the first time in my life, I have suffered from hay fever. Why is this? She is 44 years old, and for the first time in her life has suffered from hay fever. A lot of these, I mean, obviously, I'm not a doctor, and I definitely don't claim to be. But a lot of these illnesses that we have are not medical. They're not physiological. Is that the right word? They tend to. They can be. Not they tend to be. They can be. Anne McDonald went to the same school you were, ages with sister. Stayed next street from you, Anne McDonald. I don't have a sister, darling. Was it your sister, you mean? Same ages with your sister. Hi, Donna Simpson and Fiona Conboy. So, yes, so a lot of these illnesses really are, you probably heard this from other people in my field, they tend to be emotional. They tend to be, some of them can actually be from past lives. But in Teresa's case, your hay fever is happening this year for the first time in your life since, ever, and you're 44. It's happening because you're blocked. You are, I'm just looking at your photograph just now. You need to break free from the past and from old behaviours. There's a blockage. I feel you're possibly angry with somebody. You have an anger towards somebody, and that's blocking you. It's more than likely somebody that has passed, but you can correct me on that if I'm wrong. So you're definitely blocked emotionally. I don't want to get all hippie and scrape me off the ceiling, man, but your chakras are blocked. You're not flowing. So it's not just your nose and your eyes that are blocked. Your whole kind of soul is blocked at the moment, and it's due to this. It's due to not being able to break free from the past, and it's due to not being able to um, stop hating people or hating this person. Let me tell you something, guys. This is something I really did want to say to you. You know how we've got all these trolls now. We live in an age where there's trolls all over the place, and especially somebody like me in my field. There's a lot of. Do you remember? I mean, 300 years ago, people like me would have got burned at the stake, witches and all that kind of thing, and all that. I'm not that interested in witchcraft, which is quite strange. But anyway, those people that burned people like me at the stake are the latter day. Why have I just come up on my other? I've just come up on my other laptop and a wee corner now have disappeared. These people are today's the trolls of today are those people from 300 years ago that used to burn people like me, and it was because of fear. So all the hatred that gets put, all this, oh, you're a con, you're crap, you're the shite that I get. I mean, there's a lot of people are so protected. If you're black, you're protected. Racism, you go to jail for it. If you're ginger, there's even ginger people get protected. Ageism, there's so many people are protected now, and it's a law. There's a law against that kind of bigotry and all this. Hi, Fiona Martin, Doreen Ross, Alison Finnegan. Hello, Sarah Cosmo, wee darling. How are you? And Anne-Marie Malcolm. There's an awful lot of, and quite rightly so. Quite rightly so. I think that racism, prejudice, bigotry, all of that is shocking, and I think there should be a law against people telling lies about somebody on the internet, or somebody even just slagging somebody off on the internet. I don't stand a chance. I'm fat. There's no law against people saying you fat bastard. I'm Catholic. I do this for a living. And I'm a country and western star. I wish. Hello, Shannon, my wee darling. I'll not say anything tonight about you, babes. That's my wee niece over in Ireland. I do love her dearly. Dora Callum, hi. Hello, good evening, my dear. Hi, Debbie. You're all the way from Debbie, Meteor, is it Canada or America? I can never remember. And Karen Twinehome, hello. So yeah, I don't stand a chance. People can say what they like about fat people, they can say what they like about Catholics, they can say what they like about psychics, but you can't say anything against you can't be racist, you can't be politically incorrect. There's so much that you can't say, so I just don't stand a chance. But I don't really care. I don't care. The only people that matter to me are the people that are on here that do care and that do love what I do, and not just me, but this field and the wonderful world of the paranormal. So that's all I care about. But that's what dawned on me today, is that these people from 300 years ago that used to burn witches at the stake, they're the old day trolls. So all these people that say, oh, shite, fucking rubbish, that's they're the old skeptics and old bitter ones that would have burned me. They're not getting near me, I'm going to burn me. I've got all this protection, like all these love hearts. Hello, Deirdre McAllister. I have not heard from you in ages, and I think about you often. Catherine Burns. Okay, I would love one. Oh, you're going to love one of the moments, but not to be. Okay. Okay, so that's my thought for the day. My other thought for the day, while I'm on the hippie trail, is tomorrow morning. We're all You know, I was in a traffic jam the other day, and I think I was with Athena, and I think I actually said to her, if I didn't, I certainly said it to myself. It was a massive, it was about a 5 mile traffic jam, and I just thought, you know, that I bet you there isn't one person in each of those cars that doesn't have a problem, that doesn't have an angst or an anxiety or a worry, or we're really living in a very anxious, worry time, and everybody's short of money, and everybody's got problems, and everybody's got worries with their family, etc., etc., and none of us are good to ourselves. So I want you to join me. I don't really do mornings. I certainly don't do Saturday mornings. Hello, Donna Greensmith has joined. Here's what I want you to do. It's a 30-second thing, and we'll use the word meditate. Oh, I know. But we should be doing more of these things. Put your hand on your heart. I can't see it because of all my cars. Put your hand on your heart, or as I'm doing on my new top. And upon wakening, right, the minute you're waking up tomorrow morning, or whenever it is you're waking up tomorrow, and be grateful that you have wakened up. Put your hand on your heart. Quite seriously, guys, here. Take a big deep breath in. Let it out slowly. Keeping your hand on your heart. Loving yourself. Reach into your soul before you reach for your cell. I know that that sounds a wee bit cheesy, but I want you to do that tomorrow morning and the next morning and every morning now till I see you again. And you'll find, you know, just love yourself. Imagine there's a small child in the street. You're walking past this small child, and this wee child's crying out for help. That's most of us, most of you guys, you know. What do you do with that wee child? You wouldn't walk past it, or her, let's say it's a her. You wouldn't walk past her, you wouldn't ignore her, you wouldn't not help her. Think of yourself as that wee child. And put your arms around yourself and love yourself. Be good to yourself, be kind to yourself. Because, you know, the shitty old prick of a boss at work that makes you nervous, believe me, he's insecure. He's not a shitty old prick because he wants to be. He's a shitty old prick because he'll have God knows what's going on. Same with the woman at work who's a bitch. She'll have problems. Trust me on that. She will have problems. And to anybody that's starting school, not that they'll be watching you, but anybody that's to start high school, hi, Claire McQueen and Kerry Campbell have joined. Lynette Bradley, hello. Just remember that everybody's feeling exactly the same way. Everybody's nervous about starting a new job on their first day. We're all different. We're all different, but we're all the same. We all have the same insecurities, the same fears. So just think on and maybe watch that bit back and just be good to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Do something nice for somebody every day. Somebody you don't even know. Hi, Jenny. Jenny Hunter. Hello, Kate. Wilson Bunting. Nice to see you again. Thanks for joining us. Hello, my friend Deb. Be kind. I don't want to sound cheesy, but it really is the most therapeutic and cathartic thing you could do. Do something nice for somebody. Don't let anybody take the piss out of you. Don't let anybody take advantage of you. Do something nice for a stranger. Say hello to somebody. Put £1 in the wee Downy Nights box, even if you think it's going in drugs. It's an illness. Do something nice. Pay it forward, and you will reap the rewards. Okay, right. Let's get down to business. So I am going to do some cards first. Alrighty. Who wants a card? Who wants a card? First person to say they want a card that I can see will get a card. Hello to Maureen Wood from New Plymouth in New Zealand. Anne-Marie Conley, just beautiful. I think I might need to scroll down here. Loving those wee loves. The wee straws are missing tonight. Why is that? The wee sticks. Why are they not there? It doesn't matter about the wee sticks, it's the wee loves. I thought I was doing something wrong the other night when I saw them getting up. Thought I'd pressed a button. Such a dinosaur. Hello, Fiona Gillen, and Wendy Crichton has joined us. Laura Lawson, her daughter or granddaughter. Roberta Ness, hello, hi, you're the best. Oh, you're the best. No, you're the best. Went right into my Glasgow accent there, didn't I? I've been here 33 years and I'm still Irene Norwood. I'm fat, but it's to protect my big heart. I've never thought of that. See, I don't see myself as fat. That's my problem. I still think I'm a size 8. And then I see a photograph or I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh shit, who is that? I'm not overweight, I'm under tall. But that's a good one. It's the fat is to protect my heart, the big heart. And Irene Norwood, you have a massive heart. A massive heart. Okay. Who's wanting a card? I think I'm a bit behind you guys. Let me see. Oh, I'll get the hang of this, guys. I will get the hang of it, I promise. We'll all have our walking sticks, and there I've just appeared on that screen as well. Now we Toty one. Every time Anne Proven has mentioned me in a comment, and I think every time somebody mentions me in a comment, I seem to flash up on you, and I'm like, oh, it's that beauty. And then realise it's only me. Hello, Sandra Clark. Gilston has joined us. Lisa McCourt. Hello, Lisa McCourt. Irene Adamson and Sharon Coleman, two lovely people of mine who I've known for a very, very long time. Thank you, Sarah, for saying I look lovely. I don't really, but thank you for saying it. Wait till I lose my weight. No, not you all dead. Because remember, I always said, most of you know that I've been on my own for a long time after my divorce. I think I was a baby and all this. I won't get into it too much, but I made my mind up that I wasn't going to bother with relationships. I had my work, I had the girls. Athena was a baby, and I still had mum at the time, and I was very, very busy with work. So I always said that once Athena went to college, I would go out there and get myself a man. And mum used to say, oh, you'll be 50 when that'll be too late, and all this kind of thing. Joe-Ann, my pets are loving your voice. Thank God somebody is, because it's the most awful voice that I have. Hello, Catherine Fenton. Your soul has a large dent in it, and it's so sore at times. I'll add you to my healing list. I know you are, darling. I know your heart is sore. Catherine came through and spent the day with me on Monday, and she's such a wee sweetie. Laura says, my banter is brilliant. This is supposed to be serious, Laura. This is me supposed to be professional. But thanks anyway. So now I'm 54. Athena's at college, second year, and I'm overweight, and I wouldn't let anybody near me just now. So I am going to lose my weight, and then I'm going to go out and lock up your brothers and your sons and your fathers, and because I am getting out there. I really am. I can't remember why we got onto that, but yeah, we were talking. Somebody had said that I look nice, so I don't feel particularly nice just now. But I'm a Leo, and I know that I can lose weight and a wee bit. Okay, Diane Lynch, let's do a card for you. First one that I saw, and then Caroline McDougall, we will do one for you straight after. Okay, here's my pen. Diane, I'm just going to write this down because my memory is El Pichot, and I nearly forgot already. Caroline Crossy. Okay. Give them a wee shuff. Right, shuffling now. I'm not getting my nails on for you tonight, guys, because I'm completely disabled when I put my nails on. I can't type, can't text, and you can straight off the other night whenever I finish. So I'm not bothered putting them on tonight. Okay, so the Lovers. This is for Diane. See this back to front? I'll get used to it. I'm not used to it yet. The Lovers. I also have to say, Meg, I don't know, my hairdresser Meg, if you're here tonight, I cut my fringe because I couldn't, but I did it on here. Instead of using the mirror, I did it on this live thing here with the camera before I press go live. And of course it's back to front. So I was cutting this side and I was meaning to cut that side. So don't shout at me if you come on. So the Lovers for my lovely Diane Lynch. The Lovers is a lovely card. It's a lovely card. It's a really lovely card, and it talks. It's quite a self-explanatory card. It talks. Look at it. It's nice. See it? And it talks of sacrifices, but it talks about sacrifices in relationships, but the sacrifices that are worth it. And in this case, I think the sacrifices are definitely worth it. This card also talks about the angel Raphael, who's he's a wee darling. I think he's now a saint. Actually, I think it's Saint Raphael now. But anyway, he was an angel. Angel that's depicted here is Raphael. Why is my battery running out when I've got it plugged in? I was so organised. Hang on, Diane, till I just make sure I've got nothing's come loose. Sugar really? Wouldn't that just be like the thing? That's it, it's charging now. Something had obviously come loose. Oh my God, we did enough dramas and weddings tonight, not being able to see the photographs. So this is Raphael. He was the one that healed the blind. So this card, although it does talk about sacrifice and it talks about love and long-awaited love. That doesn't necessarily mean it's new love. It could be a relationship that's been going on for years but got stale, and it's now going to become unstale, and it's lovely surprises there. Sometimes the sacrifices aren't worth making, but my vibes in conjunction with this for you, Diane, definitely say that they are. So because Raphael is the angel of healing, you've maybe had a bad relationship in the past and now you've got a new one or will have a new one that you're going to find is very healing, and you're going to be very, very happy in it. So we can talk about that more if you want to send me a wee message. Okay? But it's a good card. It's definitely a good card, and it talks about all things love. We can talk about children and that kind of love, but I think in this case it's talking about core love. You know, it's talking about the real McCoy. It's not talking about any other kind of love. So this next one is for Caroline Crossy. And we have The Hermit. My editor at The Sun, who I loved, not the bad editor, the good editor, used to call me the wee hermit from Wermit, because I live in a place called Wermit, and he used to call me the hermit from Wermit. So The Hermit, feeling alone. Excuse me. Feeling alone, but you need this time to reflect. You need to see if you could unzip yourself and look down and see inside yourself, because that's where your answers are, Caroline. Your answers are inside. What you don't know, or maybe don't know, or you maybe forgotten, is that you have a lot of wisdom. Heather Campbell, I'm going to do your card next, my darling. Wee bit of nepotism because I went to school with her, sorry. But it was, to be fair, it was the next one I saw. So yeah, you've got a lot of wisdom, and I know you're feeling alone, but you need this time You need to disconnect from rowdy crowds. No noise, tranquility. You need peace, you need quiet, you need time to reflect. You need time to think about everything that's happened and everything that you need to happen or that you want to happen. Use your wisdom. Don't doubt yourself. Are you trying to develop your intuition at the moment? Because I don't think this is just wisdom. I think that this is proper, bona fide intuition, psychic ability, and all that jazz. Is that something that you're doing? You could maybe leave me a wee comment. Not that I'll likely see it till after, but so although you're feeling alone just now, fate's made this happen. You need to be alone just now. You need to take time, and if there is a significant other, get them to the spare room, so that you get time to be on your own and to think, because you've obviously got a lot of things you need to think about. And if it's using the word wisdom, it's big things. It's not wee crappy things. It's proper big things. And whoever this is that's rowdy around you, get them to buggery. You need calm. You need to be here actually, because I love chaos. I've always, when I lived in my big house and I had all my staff and the family all coming and going, and the kids' pals all coming. I love that. I hate my own company. But, and so this is just too quiet. Here's Dolly coming in that window again. She's got a mouse. Oh, she hasn't. No, she hasn't. She had a dead mouse last night with her. So that's what you need to do, pet, is just disconnect, unplug. We're all too busy. We're all too busy doing the, we're far too busy with everything, and we're not taking time. And I know that sounds really kind of cheesy and general and generic and all that, but you need to take time for yourself, especially at the moment, especially this summer, going into early autumn. Stay away from the madding crowd, or whatever whatever that saying is. Okay, let's get a look at some of your questions. June McCarthy, is my son happy in heaven? Okay, I'm feeling, the reason I'm going all kind of weird just now is because I felt the presence of an older boy, but that's not your son. But there is an older boy here. But your son was a baby when he died, is that correct? He was a wee baby when he died. And your mum is here. She lost a baby. And the feeling that I get, which I wouldn't be very pleased about, but the feeling that I get is that your mum, and of course God needs angels as well, and this wee baby was an angel. So the older boy is here, although he's still a child. But I thought initially, when you were talking about your son being happy in heaven, I thought initially you were talking about an older boy, but he's a baby that you've lost. And it was a baby that, and it was a baby that was just the cutest thing. It was a baby that lived, not for long, but lived, because I can see the cutest wee blue cap or knitted thing. I don't suppose that'll be a bow because it's a boy, but there's something at the front. Whether it's, but he's just so cute. He's gorgeous, and he's been so well looked after. Your mum, let me know who the older boy is, and your mum, who I feel also lost a child, or specifically a son, has this wee angel with her, and your baby's been very well looked after. And I'm sorry that you had to go through that, because there is absolutely nothing worse. just as I'm saying that, for somebody else that's on here on my, not on my blog, not on the group. So we'll call that the group, and this live one is my like page, right? So like page, group, like page, group. So somebody that's put a message on my like page or has joined me tonight on my like page, I'm seeing a wee girl who again has that, but it's not a cap, it's a wee Alice band, although it's made of material, and it's got the biggest bow. And I think she might have been buried in that. I think that's maybe how, there's Dolly at the back, wee bism. She might have been buried with that, and she's lovely. She's coming back into your life. She is coming back into your life. You haven't given me, get in touch with me and let me know who you are till I discuss that more with you, because that wee boy and that wee girl are together. Hi, Daz. They're together. I'm going to do your card in a minute, Heather. I've got your name down. So whoever's lost that wee baby, and whoever put that wee baby in that toty wee coffin with a wee frou-frou dress and a wee pink. It's not a hat, because I can see a wee baldy nut here. So it's a wee thing with a big bow, and she just, if anything, if we could ever look and really see what an angel looks like, that wee baby's it, wee darling. So get in touch with whoever that is. But that other message about the sun in heaven was for June McCarthy. Elizabeth Boyle. I think I've seen your message a couple of times, darling. What do I pick up from the wee boy in the picture? First of all, he's absolutely gorgeous. He is dark-skinned and dark-eyed, kind of to the side. I'm not seeing his eyes as clearly as I maybe would like to, but I'm getting enough from him. I know that you feel, are you this wee boy's mother? Because I feel that you have almost more protection than a mother would have for her child. That maybe sounds a bit crazy, but you're very, very protective of this wee guy. He's a wee dog lover, is that right? I'm expecting you to say yes. You're not even here. You'll be on, but you're not. And he's quite wild. He doesn't sleep. Oh, his eyes are beautiful. His eyes are absolutely gorgeous. He's a heartbreaker. I mean, I know he's only tiny, but he's a heartbreaker. And really, see, when he grows up, he's going to be like Enrique Iglesias or somebody like that, who's really gorgeous. You know, seriously, seriously, not just handsome, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I just have the feeling that you've not put your own photograph in, you've only put the wee man's in. So you got an M. Martin's too old fashioned. Morgan, Mason. He's got a, is that connected to, is that him or is that connected to him? Let me know. He absolutely idolises you, and I feel that, you see, this is another thing that's coming over that makes me think you're more than just a mother to him. You play, if not every role in his life, you play many, many roles in his life. Are you in Ireland? Or are you planning on going to Ireland? Or are you Scottish? Am I hearing a Scottish accent? But do you live in Ireland? Let me know. Okay. Let me know, Denon. Okay, I'm going to go over here and have a wee quick look at some other ones. I'm just seeing what else I need to tell y'all. It'd be good if we could talk to each other, wouldn't it? I would like that. It would be great if we could all, if I could talk and you all had a wee button that you could just press and talk back to me. I suppose it would get a bit hectic. Silver Heritage is my mum with family in heaven. Tell her I love her. Oh, darling, is that a photograph of your mum? And you peeking round, photobombing your poor mum in what looks like her very, very last moments. Your mum is... Oh, your mum was very, very ill for a long time, and she was very sore for a very long time. And her end was expected. Doesn't make it any easier, but her end was expected. And thank God the end came, because she really was suffering. She is with a lot of people, 2 women, 2 men, and a younger female. So mum, dad, grandfather, maybe something like that. 5 people came for, that's quite unusual, that's quite a lot. So they all came for her. And she's standing upright, oh, very upright now, showing me, standing upright and moving and jumping up and down, showing me symbolically that she's completely free of pain, and very, very happy to be free of pain. She was a very independent woman, and she did not like that, having to be nursed. See, I think I would quite like that. I think I would quite like to. Maybe not not forever, but we all like to be looked after. But no, your mum didn't. Your mum was a caregiver. Did she actually have a caring job? Because I do see a kind of red cross above her, which would symbolise that she was in the caring world. Anyway, she's very much around you, and puts her hand. I'm drawn to my small of my back. She's putting her hand on the small of your back. Have you got pain there? So, but I think it could just be her arms going round you. Actually, she puts her arms round you, and so that's what you could be feeling is when you feel that, when you feel somebody touching the back of the small of your back. That could be your mum putting her arms around you. She's free of pain, and she's met up with a lot of people that she missed. There's somebody that drowned when she was a child, and she didn't talk about it. It wasn't talked about, other than you probably heard about it, or you would certainly be able to ask about it. I think it was just somebody. It wasn't family, I don't think. But she's very, very pleased to have met up with that person, that wee guy. So that's very nice. That is lovely. So yeah, she's very much around you, and she does look like a wee pure soul at the end there. So that was for Sylvia Heritage, and she doesn't need me to tell her that you love her, because you tell her all the time, and she hears you. And she knew in life that you loved her, everything that you did for her, for goodness sake. You went above and beyond. So yeah, most definitely. I'm wanting, but sorry if you've seen the side of my face now. I'll bring this iPad up. Caroline Trainer. Will my ex ever be in my daughter's life? I feel it is so important that she knows her daddy. Again, you've put your own photograph and not one of your daughters, but that's okay. Children often come through the mother because there's such a close bond there. You feel it's important. Is this wee girl called Katie, by the way, or am I just being a narcissist? Is she called Kate or Katie or Katie? Listen, pet, not every mother deserves to be a mother, and definitely not every father deserves to be a father. And this guy doesn't deserve your daughter's love. He's not interested. Different if he was trying to see her, different if he was trying to make an effort. He's making no effort. So he got a lot of tattoos. And that's it's not a criticism, it's just an observation. No, he's not a young lad. but he acts like a young lad. He's still going out getting pissed and going with women and all this kind of thing, and acting far, far younger than his years. Hello, Romero Martinez, first time. Good to see you. It's only my second time. So no, he doesn't. Don't think just because that's her father that he should that she's missing out on anything, or that he deserves to have a part in her life, because he doesn't. And another anyway, he doesn't want to. He's not interested. He's an alley cat. He's the type of guy that's, by the time he's finished, he'll have 4 or 5 children, and he'll not see any of them. Just goes about leaving his, I don't have a nice way to put it, but leaving his genes everywhere, and hurting all these women and giving all these wee children father issues. He should be castrated, not castrated, but too cruel. Should be vasectomied. He should have a vasectomy. Hello, Wilma McGarvey Sanderson. Nice to see you, June Harrigan. Hello. So no, don't just think that just because he's a father that deserves to be in your life, because in this case, definitely doesn't. Most definitely doesn't. Okay, and that was for Elizabeth. No, it wasn't for Elizabeth Boyle. That was for Caroline Trainer. Anna VB Brink. Are you there, down in New Zealand? Not sure of the time in New Zealand. Will my patience be rewarded? You're very. Oh, this is going to make me sound a bit. You're very sexy, lady, and I'm heterosexual, so it's not that I'm hitting on you. You're a very sexy lady, and you've got an awful lot of love and other things to give. I can see that you've had a shitty past. I don't feel you're in the right location. You're saying that you're in New Zealand. I feel you should be in Europe. I feel Europe would be somewhere better, somewhere. I mean, New Zealand, I've never been, but I've seen the pictures, and it is very, very picturesque. Very picturesque. So when I say to you that Europe is picturesque, it's not necessarily going to be the same as New Zealand, but it's lovely. So somewhere very picturesque, somewhere very cold, but somewhere, I don't know, one of the Netherlands, or something like Iceland, or something that's really, really, really gorgeous. So that's where I feel you should be. Will your patience be rewarded? Yes and no. Your patience will be rewarded. You've done a lot of good, and you've come an awful long way. I've got a male spirit here who's got a lot of sorries, a lot of apologies, wishes he could do it all over. He could have a do-over, as the Americans say. You have had a shitty past, but I think you need to move location. You will be rewarded to some degree, enough to satisfy you, but not enough to merit the wait that you've had. Okay, so that was for Anna Brink. Here's another medical one. Okay, Diane Brody. Past year constant UTIs. Why? Too much sex. No, just joking. I know that can be a cause of UTIs, but it's not just your UTI, it's your whole urinary tract that's bothering you. Am I right in saying you've had every test that's going and nothing has come out? Nothing has come up? There's nothing wrong? They're finding nothing wrong? And it's only been in the last year. It's not as if even as a child that you had bladder or kidney problems. It's only you're not prone to them, I don't feel, so it really is only in the last year, if I'm right. Again, we could turn this into something that is metaphysical or not physical, not medical. I'm using this word a lot tonight, and I don't mean to keep using it, but you've got anger towards somebody that's really pissing you off, somebody that's irritating you, somebody that you need at the moment to be with. You've no option but to be beside this person, whether it's probably somebody at work or whatever. You can't get away from it at the minute. Try and what I was saying earlier about whatever this female, I believe it is, that's pissing you off, she's causing you to have that anger that you feel towards her, that negativity, that toxicity. That's what's causing you to have these UTIs, and especially around the kidneys, which I feel burn, or one of them burns. So try not to be angry with her. Hello, Pauline Crawford has joined us. Try not to have that negativity or that anger, because she doesn't deserve it. And remember what I was saying earlier about these people that are negative and horrible and vile and spout vile and horrible, horrible people. Trust me, they've all got something going on in their lives. They're not happy. They're not happy either. So I'm not meaning befriend and see what's wrong, because she won't reach out to you. She definitely won't. But for your own sake, try and work on that anger. Okay? And that was for Diane Brody. Heather, let's do your card. Heather Campbell, I did promise. Oh, I've got all these notes. I just want to go over these things with you before I go. Let me shuffle. I'll read all your comments and your questions and everything later on and over the weekend. Obviously, it's impossible to get through everybody. I mean, there was something in the end, I think, between both pages and my WordPress blog. There was something like 4,000 comments. So obviously, it's not possible to get through everybody, but I do try, and I do think about it a lot. Heather, you have chosen the Tower card. Can you see it? Oh, I can't get used to this bloody... Can you see that? It's not good looking, isn't it? It's a wee bit nice to... I don't know if I have done a reading for you before. I know that we went to school together. But the Tower card talks of... This is quite ironic that I'm going to say unforeseen, unexpected changes, because I should know that. Have you just moved house, or you think of moving house? There's unforeseen, unexpected changes around your house, around your home, possibly a flood. You're going to need help in the house, and the Tower would talk about abandoning plans that you currently have to be replaced by all new ones. So if you were going for a black and white kitchen, you're now going for a purple and pink spot kitchen. If you were going for a grey settee, you're now going for a red settee. You know, it's all bets are off, and it's something completely different. So don't worry about that. So these unexpected changes are happening for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. I do believe that. But they're unforeseen, they're unexpected, and they're basically a pain in the arse. And you will need a lot of help to get that right. The other vibe I'm getting about this is, I'm not sure, I don't know what you do for a living. I can't remember what you do for a living, but I'm picking up on somebody being sacked. Have you sacked somebody, or do you know of a sacking that's happened in the last, because of an argument at work? Somebody went a bit too far, crossed the line, and there was a sacking at work. Hello, Ziggy Langford. So although this isn't good, let's see the positive in it. With every bad thing, there's got to be a good thing, because that's how karma works, that's how life works, how fate works. So with every bad thing, there has to be a good thing. And because this is linked to your home, and it's unforeseen, and it's unexpected, and it's at the moment negative, find the positive in it, because bet my life that the end result will justify the means, and you'll be pleased about it. You'll be glad that this happened. Strange as that sounds. Alrighty. Okay. Let me have a wee look now. I'm seeing a hearse here just in my mind. Is there somebody who was at a funeral today? If it was somebody super duper close, you're obviously not going to be on here tonight. So, was there somebody at a funeral today? Katie Long, is my health going to get better? It's a bit of a loaded question, Katie Long, but I have seen that you've asked it several times. I'm picking up on a child around you, so totally not answering your question. Picking up on a child around you, a diva, a tantrum thrower. Your main health issue, I believe, is exhaustion. You're exhausted. So you've got one of these conditions or illnesses that makes you feel absolutely exhausted. Again, I'm seeing that nothing medically is wrong. It's emotional. It is negative. You're a negative worrier. It's counterproductive, counterintuitive. Look into, if you're not getting any joy, I don't know where you are in the world, if you're not getting any joy with your doctor and with specialists and all that kind of thing, look into some sort of alternative remedy. Remember that these alternative remedies and treatments, etc., yeah, there's some of them that are absolute crap, but there's a lot of them that are really very, very good. I wrote a book on it years ago. I studied it for 10 years. So, hello, Georgie Crow, long time no hear. Thanks for joining me, Elaine Dryborough, and whoever you were there beside has just gone up and I've missed it. Caroline Gear has joined. Hi. Look into something. I don't mean go to Holland and Barrett. I mean really sort of study what your symptoms are. Try and identify where they came from, when this started, when you started to feel this exhausted way. You're not clinically depressed. I don't believe that there is a medical problem with you. I think that it is all to do with stress, and it's all emotional. It's all emotional with you. You're a negative worrier. So, I was just saying this to somebody the other night. What you have to do when you feel negative, and you, when I first moved through here from Barhead through to, which was a built-up place and didn't have a river or anything like that, and then moved right next to the harbour there in Tayport. Natalie was only 4. Every night I went to bed, I had this feeling that she was going to be in that harbour and I was going to lose her to the harbour. So what I had to do, because it was driving me nuts, what I had to do was actually reprogram my brain and think of something positive. So what I started to do was, she was 4, I started to think about her on her wedding day, and I put myself, you have to, when you do this wee exercise and you try to turn a negative rather into a positive, you have to put yourself in the picture. So if you're worried about a child or you're worried about a situation, think about it in 20 years' time and put yourself in the situation. Like I can only explain it the way I did with Natalie. So what I did was, she was 4 and and I kept thinking she was going to drown in this harbour. And I was freaking out. I mean, it really became a problem. So I started to really, every time I got that negative thought, I replaced it immediately with a positive thought. And I imagined her on a wedding day, and I put myself in the scene. That's important, to put yourself in the scene. Imagine the scene, make up a wee scene like it's a wee script or a wee soap opera or something like that. Make it up in your head. See the positive. I saw Natalie on her wedding day, and I saw my part in the wedding, and I envisaged the wedding cake and the wedding dress and all that kind of thing. And very, very quickly you can turn you can reprogram your brain. I was just going through this with somebody the other night. So that's what I think you need to do. I don't think you're not putting this on, Katie Long. You're definitely not putting it on, but it's not medical either. Okay. Bernadette's asking, is my father around? He's been trying to get in for the last couple of minutes, your father, and I just want to laugh out loud because I feel that he's the type of man that wouldn't be seen dead here. Am I leaning on something there? Yeah. Hello, Martin. Hello, Fiona Bates, my darling friend. Somebody's just put up an angry face there again. I don't like that. Your dad's the type of man that wouldn't be seen dead at something like this. And yet, here we are. He is here. Was he a barber? Was your daddy a barber? He was a tough guy. I know he was a tough guy. I think there might have been. I'm almost wanting to pick up on like Sopranos or something. So again, with a name like Bernadette sounds Irish, but you could be anywhere in the world. But I think he definitely had Italian in him because he's very much got that kind of soprano and tough guy image where he showed no emotion and he wasn't a bad man, but he certainly was a tough man. And I think particularly tough with you, although you were the only girl, am I right? And it's because he was trying to. I think he thought the boys, your brothers, I think there's two brothers, if I'm right, they would look after themselves, they would be all right. But he needed to toughen you up for the big bad world as he saw it. This was all to do with his upbringing and how he was raised. But it was actually absolutely teeming it down there. Can you guys hear that rain? It is pouring. It's raining cats and dogs, and I'm going to stand in a puddle. He was a very insecure guy, Bernadette. I know that might surprise you. A lot of people were afraid of him, but this is what this was all about. This was the tough guy image, and he had to put this tough guy image on because he was afraid. Do you hear that? Do you hear that rain? Do you hear that? Wow. So he had this tough guy image, but because he was insecure and he was afraid of anybody seeing his vulnerable side. I think there was one time you got to see his vulnerable side. Your mum, who I think is still with us. Yeah, your mum's still with us, but she was very ill. Did your mum have cancer? Breast cancer. But she came through it and she's well. But it was looking very kind of dodgy at one point, and that is the only time I believe that you saw your daddy even remotely vulnerable. He never mistreated you, but he certainly didn't give you the love that you maybe needed. Catherine Bell's joined us. Hi, Denise Turner. Hello. And I know you loved him very, very much, but we all need to be told we love each other, and we need to be told we're loved and all this. And I think the biggest thing we can do for our children is to kiss and cuddle them to death. But that wasn't what your daddy was like. But he is very much around you, and yes, he is a bit sorry about that, and he's certainly sorry towards your mum, to pass that on to her, because he's sorry that he didn't give her more affection. She did everything for him. But he's not sorry in another way, because you have turned into this amazing chick, and it's because of his teachings, albeit that they were pretty stern and tough, and much more so than he treated the boys, your brothers. But he's very, very much around you. But yeah, he was very insecure. He had a horrible childhood. His father was a bad guy. He was a vicious man, I feel. So your father had a very bad upbringing. But look at your brothers. Look at how wonderful both of them are, especially one I feel that you're very, very close to. One I feel's at a plane ride away. So, but there's one that's close in terms of geographically. And he is a wonderful father. He just absolutely dotes in his children. Very loving, very tactile, very demonstrative towards them, as are you with your children. It must be hard, because I grew up with very tactile parents. My mum used to famously come in, and there was myself and my two brothers, Joseph and Mark, and we would be lying there sleeping absolutely sound, and mum would come in before she went to bed to check we were all right, and she didn't think we looked comfortable, so she would move us, and of course that would wake us up. But that's what she was like. So I am very tactile. My girls are tactile. I'm tactile towards them. Love kisses and cuddles and so on and so forth. Your daddy wasn't like that, but yes, he is around you in answer to your question. Sorry if that was a bit drawn out, Bernadette. Okay, let's have a wee look. I think is this working out okay, although you're getting to see my big beak, because you're getting to see me in profile while I check these other there's no other way to do it, because apparently you cannot put photographs on the you can't put photographs on the live stream. It's a bit of a bummer. We must look into eventually maybe YouTubing or something like that, see if we can do it there. Let me see what I've got in me. This is quite good actually. This wee iPad is quite good for. I'm just seeing whoever I'm drawn to, guys. Okay, have we found out who? Anybody? I will allow you to send me a private message, because it will come up on this screen. Anybody that's the healing one who had the horrible taste in their mouth all day today? Look at me, looking at the camera without having to remind myself. Somebody who lost no, sorry, didn't lose, has broken what did I call it earlier? An ID bracelet. You know, one of these things from the 80s. So I saw this just as I was getting ready tonight to come on here, and I saw it on my floor. It was only in my mind, it wasn't actually there. But I saw this broken identity bracelet. You know, the ones that we used to wear in the 80s that had a sort of broad bit of either gold or silver flat, and we would put our names on it, or it was engraved or whatever. So I'd love them to get in touch with me. Whoever has stopped smoking in the last day or 48 hours, the last day or two, love them to get in touch with me. Someone who was looking in the past day or two, no more, but the last day or two, looking at bridesmaids' dresses. I'd love to, no, sorry, I beg your pardon, wedding dresses. And somebody who has either just named their baby Ava, or is planning on naming the baby Ava. Healing vows that I'm going to do tonight between midnight and 1 a.m. are going to Sharon Gray, Shirley Ann Ross, Lisa White, who's just lost her lovely mum, Mary Ann McDonald, who's in Perth, and you'll know why I'm wanting to do the healing vows on you, darling. Leanne McLeod's son with the broken bones. I think you asked me if he was going to event. I can see him. I can see him in my mind. Yes, there is more surgery ahead for him. Not going to have surgery for the rest of his life, but there is definitely an injury or a break that is going to need 2 or 3 surgeries. So I'll do some absent healing for him. I've got his photograph. I don't have yours, but I don't need yours as long as I've got his. Teresa Will and Kath Anderson. So Shan Gray, Shirley Ann Ross, Lisa White, Mary Ann McDonald, Leanne McLeod, Kath Anderson, and Teresa Will. And I'm going to do this absent healing between midnight and 1 a.m. If you're awake, put all devices down, television off, don't talk to anybody. Just try and stay relaxed and calm. I mean, I'm not saying don't do no, just means that the more relaxed you are, preferably asleep. That's why I always do my absent healing during the night, because you're most relaxed when you're sleeping. So, but if you want it to work, that's what I need you to do, to be calm and relaxed and not have devices or anything like that. Okay, if anybody else wants to be added to that list, send me a wee PM. And I'll add you to that list. Okay, I like to do them one at a time, but obviously that's quite a list. So we'll give that a bash. Okay. I can't believe that's an hour and a half we've been on already. Jeez, peeps, where does the time go? Let's do another card. Hello, Ruby. Ziggy. Hello, Carol Gibson's just joined. Your wee gran, Carol Gear, is around you. And I do, you're saying my wee gran, but that's a wee thing that we Glaswegians say, isn't it? Everything's wee, like, pass me that wee pen, or pass me that wee bag, or, but actually I think your gran was telling she was a height of nothing, but my goodness, she certainly made up for it, and she did not suffer fools. Let's put it that way. Let's put it that way. She didn't suffer fools. Kim Laurie, definitely college. Definitely college. You've worked and you've worked and you've worked. Now do something that you think you're going to enjoy, and so definitely college, yeah. Send me a PM to find out what it is you're going to study, and if it's the wrong one, then I'll tell you. People saying they posted another page. Yeah, that's where I'm reading everything, because I've got your photographs on this page. So that's where I'm. There's Athena sent me a PM to complain. You can just bog off, you wee boot. No, I love her dearly. So your wee gran, she was a wee tiny woman, and she's around you all the time. She stands in your hall. Do you dream about your gran in the hall? She certainly seems to be. Yes, Trisha, I'll add you to my healing, darling. Trisha Downing. I'll add you to my healing for sure. I don't know why she. She's not an overly confident woman. I don't know whether that's what it is. She's in your hall a lot. She doesn't know the house that you're in, if I'm right. But rain is bouncing off the roads in Kirkcaldy, Georgie. Crow, yep, same here by the signs of it. Anne McDonald can see a face beside my right shoulder on my wallpaper, which is my right shoulder. I've got photographs up here. See, you've done it as well. This is my right shoulder. We're back to front, because this is a mirror apparently. So this here is Natalie. Is that what you're seeing? This is Natalie and I. Check out the baronet there. And there's my wee Olivia. And I've only just put these up recently, actually, after I lost Bryn, and felt, I mean, I just felt I needed the family around me. So they're just up there about a month, and they're only stuck in my push pins. But yeah, that's what you're seeing. You'll be seeing that. Tell me, I'm going to come up really close. Does anybody remember when I worked for the Sun that you could all see something in my eye? You could see an old lady, or some people thought it was a budgie, or I'm going to come close, beware. Okay, I'm going to come right up. Can anybody see that? I could never see it before. Can anybody see the... I mean, it's 30 years ago that it was seen in my eye. Can anybody see it now? Okay, that should be enough to let you see if you can see it. It was always just so interesting. I received thousands of letters about this old lady that was in my eye. And we never did find out. I personally think it was, I'm an old skeptic, but I personally, I've always had a fringe, and I personally think it was just because it was done in the photo. It was a photograph that used to be in the top of my page, and and then once it was pointed out, everybody started to see it. Some people thought it was Queen Victoria, other people thought it was the budgie, some people thought it was their gran. An old woman was definitely how it looked. But I remember that photo session, and it was I had an office that was an extension. Some of you may remember it, and it had a glass roof, and it was boiling hot. And the photographer was right up at me like this, really right up at me like that with his camera. So to the point where I was having to close my eyes and then open them when he was ready to take the photograph. It was an exhausting photo shoot. So what I think it was probably was the sun coming in through the glass, or the PVCU, whatever it is they make these conservatories with. I think it was just the light bouncing off my fringe and causing a. I could be wrong. It's been known. No, I've never been wrong. I once thought I was wrong, but no, I was right enough. I'm moving. Hang on. Getting a wee bit of pins and needles in my leg there. So where were we at, guys? We were going to do a card. Caroline Gear, I'll add you to the healing as well. Cheryl Bruce, you're Helen's daughter? No. Yeah? No. Don't know. Yeah, I will add you to the healing as well. I'll do more another time. I'm not wanting to do too many at the one time, because it obviously the more you do, the less kind of the less effective it is. So I don't want to do too many. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That's about 14 just now. I'll do up to about 20. Jason McLean, I'll do a card for you, because you've been really patient. I'm just seeing if there's anything else that I've got to talk to you about. Okay, let's do your card, honey bun. And I'll not be long after this, I think, because that's 10:30. I can't believe the way I could just sit here and talk all night. Press loves if you want me to sit here and talk all night. You want me to talk all night? Don't tempt me, because I am a chatterbox. I don't know what you're all laughing at. Why is all the laughs coming up just now? Cheryl Bruce, Cheryl McCulloch. What did I say that was funny? Is it about my eye? Okay. Here we go. There's all the loves and the lights with garlands. 4 of Wands. I've just come over already tonight. This is a lovely card. This is one of my most favourite cards in the whole pack. Excuse my nails. Look, it's pretty self-explanatory. Look at the lovely garland, the 4 balls, the church in the background, the couple celebrating. I always think that, look, that one there. No, it's at that side. See, I'm back to front. That there looks a bit like Christmas pudding, but anyway, it's not a Christmas pudding. So there's a lot of celebration around this card. Listen, guys, in the next 5 weeks or 6 weeks, probably just about everybody on this live stream tonight will have some kind of celebration or some kind of good news. So let's not get too generic and too stupid about this. For that card to come over, that is talking about a very pertinent, a very important celebration in your life. It is a lovely card. It can be, it can be a lot of things. It can be a wedding, it can be a christening, it can be a birth. But it's a very, to you, and you know yourself, if anybody that's had a child or especially had a grandchild, it's the most amazing thing. So although it might just be, oh, that's nice, to somebody else might just say, oh, that's nice, but for us, for the person that it's happening to, it's very, very nice, very, very good. So there is a lovely celebration ahead for you. It is a brilliant card. Combining that with my vibes, although I don't have your photograph, but combining it with my vibes, I would say you have had this year. I think your Christmas was okay. Hogmanay, things started to go wrong and haven't really got better. Easter was a nightmare. I feel that you have had a run of really bad, shitty luck, and this card is putting an end to that. Doesn't mean you'll never have bad luck again. Just means that for the next wee while, there's a lot of lovely news, and it's not just news to do with you. It's news. It's including people that you love. Thank you, Denise, for saying you love my column in the Sun. Thank you. Anne McDonald, thank God, thought spooks were playing games. What are you talking about, Willis? Calf McDonald, I remember that. So yeah, that's a lovely card, and big celebrations that you're going to be delighted about. So it's definitely for somebody that you love and love dearly. So that's nice. That's nice. I'll do one more card. There's Dolly back. Have you got a thing in your mouth you get? No, she doesn't. Just as well. Excuse me, guys, to take a wee drink of iron brew. I'm ashamed to say that I'm back on it. Since Bryn died, I'm on the fags. I'm on the iron brew. But I'll get off them again. Sorry, I'm just going to reread now at these other. I hope this has worked out all right, guys, tonight, having the photographs here and then talking to you here. Maybe I should put it up there. I don't suppose it matters whether I'm looking there or up there. I still need to look away from you. Karen Melvin, Karen with an I. Am I being helped from heaven with a deceased spouse? Yes, you are. Did this deceased spouse, I don't think you were together at the end. And he certainly wasn't very helpful in life, but he had mental health issues, and certainly feels that he was responsible for his passing. So you are being helped, interestingly, because they often can't help us when they're alive, but can help us from spirit. So yeah, Karen Melvin, I would say that you are. He loved you. He really loved you, but he messed it up. He made a right mess of it, I feel. And he's around you. He's around you a lot. Who's Jackie? Who is Jackie? Did he cut himself? Or do you know who's self-harming, cutting themselves? Maybe you could let me know the answer to that. Teresa Scott Forbes. Will his business be a success? And she's in Glasgow, and you've sent, I presume, your son's photograph. Yes, it will be a success, and I will tell you for why. Because he's messed about, and he's another one that's taken a while to mature. But he's a good boy. He didn't always have his head screwed on, but in the last, I want to almost say even the last 5 years, he's not that old, born in 92, so he's 27. Does that make him coming up 27? So certainly that takes him back to about 22. And that's young for a boy to be level-headed, because it can take a man up to 35 to become a spiritual adult. So I get good vibes. I feel that this is exactly what your son needs. He needs to believe in himself. He needs something to give himself that identity, to get away from bad crowds that he's largely done, but to really close the door on his past and the bad influences. So yeah, I think he's going to do it. I think you'll be extremely proud of him. Yeah, wouldn't be easy. No new business is easy, but yeah, I think he'll be very successful in it. He's a lot of things. Your lovely boy. One thing he is not is afraid of hard work. So yeah, he's gone through a bad breakup, I feel, as a much younger boy, and that really, you probably know what I'm talking about, but he wouldn't have let on about it. He certainly wouldn't have gone on about it. But yeah, he's definitely turned the corner. I would be very proud of him. Yes, I would. Okay. Jackie B. Stott, I will put you on my healing. Fiona Hannah and Janet McGregor have just joined, just as I'm about to leave y'all. I'll do another couple of wee ones, if I can. Don't be afraid next week when we do this. Don't worry about repeating your question. Unless, of course, it's been answered tonight. Don't worry about repeating your question, because if I didn't get to it tonight, I will certainly try and get to it when I'm next on. I may come. I'll give you warning though if I come on before Wednesday, but I think Wednesday's going to be the next time that I'll be on. I really have been getting a few complaints about not having many letters done recently, and I've got a whole ton. I must have about 2,000 letters there, so I'll get some letters done over the weekend and publish those for you all. So this is the new thing. So we're going to do it on the like page. We're going to do the live stream with the camera, okay? And on my blog, which you is the group, which the link is on there. But if you just type in Katie Coyne, My Psychic Eyes blog, you'll see both. You'll see the group and you'll see the like page. So on the group, that's where I want you to put your question, your clear photograph where I can see your eyes, your date of birth, and where you're from, just because I'm really nosy. Okay. I'll also, because I know that there's a lot of people overseas and in different time zones, so I'm going to work out a time where I might even come on of a morning or an afternoon, so that it ties in with them. Okay, but again, I'll let you know about that. So if people could send me messages with regards to the horrible taste in the mouth today, Friday, they've had a horrible, bitter, almost metallic taste in their mouth. Let me know who you are. Someone in the past 48 hours who was looking at wearing dresses. Somebody who is on day 1 or day 2 of no smoking. Don't message me and say, yeah, I gave up last week or I gave up 5 years ago. I'm talking about the last 48 hours only. And somebody, again, who just very recently has decided to name their baby Ava, A-V-A, or is planning on naming their baby. This is all my people that I'm going to do the healing for. I won't read that out again. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up there, guys, because that's now 11:15. So you've got all that clear in your head. The like page is for to see me live. Please share it. Love all your wee love hearts going up. That's lovely. Like and dislike if you didn't like it. Put bad vibes out on you if you do though. No, I won't. I'm only joking. So like and share. Not because I want to get Sally Morgan type proportions, but just because I want to get Sally Morgan proportions. So like and share. And so on the like page, this is where I'll be doing my talking, my yapping, yap, 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 will be on here all the time from now on. On the group is where we will do the questions. So you're going to, in the comment, you're going to put your question, specific as possible so that I can give a specific answer. Also, your photograph where I can see your eyes. It doesn't need to be, don't send me photographs like that. This is fine. You can see my eyes. So if you can see your eyes, I'll be able to see your eyes. Okie doke. And your date of birth and where you're from. So photograph, question, date of birth and where you're from. Put that in the comments and I can then scroll through them. I'll do some in advance and I may well be on before Wednesday, actually. Just it depends how I got on with the letters and stuff, and I'm a wee bit behind with my other stuff as well, so I've got to do all that. So yeah, Michelle Berry, I'll listen. Oh, you listen. You're talking about me being on all night. All right, Irene Norwood, I could sit and listen. Cheryl Bruce is laughing at me seeing your wee boot. Was that Athena or was that Dolly or something? Claire Michael, yeah, I can add your brother to the healing, but you need to send me his photograph because I do need the photograph. Christine Oates, darling, hello. You're just joining and I'm just leaving. Dolly, get down. Oh, Anne Macken says I'm so much better than Sally Morgan. Thank you. That is lovely of you to say that. Sherry Bruce is saying night. Siobhan McBurney, I've enjoyed it. Katie, thank you. Please add my little girl to your healing. Can you send me her photograph in the next half an hour just so that I can add her, darling? Okay, because I do need a photograph. There's no point me. I don't just put healing out into the random universe. I do it to each and every person. Remember, guys, what I want you to do tomorrow morning. When you're waking up, breathe in. Big, big breath in. Breathe out, holding your heart, loving yourself upon awakening. Reach into yourself before you reach for yourself and do something good for somebody. Pay it forward, do something good for a stranger. Alrighty. Keep watching out for my posts. I'll let you know when I am going to come on again, and I will do some letters over the weekend on my blog. Thank you to everyone for all your comments, all your love. All your love. You're just adorable people. And lots of love. Have a great weekend. And you know where I am if you need me. Okay. Let's end this now. Night, night, everybody. Take care. Lots of love. And thanks for joining me.